Hello, Aries. It's Jen with Timeline Tarot. Let's take a look at you and them for the month of August 2025. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a sweater for an August reading when it's summer, it's because today it decided to be 63 degrees at the time that I'm recording this reading. And so with the AC on all night, it was very cold. Still is very cold up here. Quite different than the sweating, hot and humid weather that I'm usually experiencing. So it actually is a change, but it does require a bit of a sweater. So that explains why I'm wearing a sweater for an August reading. Anyway, my love, in this reading, we're looking at you and them, whoever them, this other person is. Keep in mind, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a lover, it could be an ex. If it's very clear in the reading, I will let you know. But either way, I do ask that you use your discernment and your intuition. I've set the intention of the reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you don't know what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and watch the August video for that placement or placements. All of them should be up by Sunday. Also, keep in mind, it's a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, it's okay. Just means it's a message for someone else. So just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimeline.tarot.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Aries collective now for August 2025. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do we need to know about Aries and their person? We'll get 3 cards for the past, 3 cards for the present, 3 cards for the future, and then use 3 different decks of cards here to clarify all of those messages. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the past, we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. In the present, we have the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the 4 of Cups. In the near future, we have the 4 of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands, and we have the World. Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords. So your current energy is the 4 of Swords, which does talk about healing, talks about reevaluation, contemplation, trying to be in a state of rest in order to make a decision. And maybe for some of you, you are literally resting, like you could be on vacation, enjoying the summer, for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. All right, tell me more about this 4 of Swords here for the current energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. 4 of Swords is further clarified by Justice, Queen of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. Or you're healing from heartbreak or something traumatic here that has happened to you, whether that's in your career and finance portion of your life, love and romance, maybe with a friend, family member. It could be health as well. Some of you could be recovering from that. So let's begin to clarify. We're looking at the past. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. I'm using the Before Tarot deck to clarify the past. So let's clarify this for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Let's use this here. This way we're not disturbing the cards on the table. Let's clarify that 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. We'll begin by clarifying the 5 of Pentacles, please, for Aries. Once we get all of the cards on the table, then we'll dive deep into the message. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles is clarified by Queen of Swords, which is in your current energy, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Cups. Why is the 2 of Cups here for Aries for their recent past? Why is the 2 of Cups here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 2 of Cups is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. Why is the 6 of Pentacles here for Aries in the recent past? One more shuffle here. Thank you. 6 of Pentacles is clarified by the Hermit, the 5 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, got a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Cups here for you, Aries. Bottom of the deck, I have the 4 of Wands. Okay, let's clarify the current situation now for Aries. The Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the 4 of Cups. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. I'm sorry, Aries. I don't know why I grabbed the Taurus deck for you. Maybe for some of you, you're dealing with the Taurus. That could be quite possible. So let's clarify this for Aries, please. We're clarifying the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the 4 of Cups for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups here for Aries. Clarify the Ace of Cups here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess, the 5 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. Why is the Lovers here for Aries? Why is the Lovers here for Aries? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Lovers is clarified by the Star, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords, which is what you're currently healing from. And why is the Four of Cups here for Aries? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Wands. I'm using the After Tarot deck now to clarify the near future. Let's clarify this for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. We're clarifying the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the World card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Clarifying that Four of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Wands is clarified by Temperance, Strength, and the Six of Cups. Why is the Three of Wands here for Aries? Why is the Three of Wands here for Aries? I feel an impending tower. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the King of Swords. And now have King to the Queen of Swords. And why is the World card here for Aries? Why is the World card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The World card is clarified by the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have a Nine of Swords to the Death card. Okay. I feel like this is super specific. I'm gearing this more towards love. But again, if you want to apply this to career and finance, you can. I will also be doing the typical 9-card spread that I do for everyone in August. So I'm really trying to focus on love. Of course, if other energies come out, that's what comes out. So in terms of love, I feel like I'm speaking to an Aries where you are torn between two lovers. At least you have been. I kind of think it's coming to an end. But let me tell you why I'm saying that and where this message here is going. So in the recent past, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles here is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Five of Cups. But if you notice, in the before tarot deck, the Five of Cups, there's only one card. Only one cup is spilt over in this card. And I feel like that one cup that's spilt over is yours. Because I have two sets of Two of Cups standing. So I almost feel like I've tapped into a group of you where you're torn between two lovers. You're torn between a Queen of Swords, and you're torn between a marriage or long-term commitment. And I think what you're torn between is in that Five of Pentacles energy, needing to have to abandon one in order to fully pursue the other. Because then I have the Two of Cups. And look at the Two of Cups, how these two people are intertwined. So again, with the Hierophant energy, I feel like this is someone you're intertwined with, like maybe with financial resources or something like that. That's clarified by the Six of Pentacles, which is an individual who's giving to two. I have an Emperor in the Before Tarot deck who's not seated on their throne. So they're not making a definite decision from a place of empowerment. And then I have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's almost like this is not, typically the Eight of Pentacles could be an individual who is really putting their all into something. But I don't really feel like you can put your all into one relationship or another here. It's almost like you have one foot in the old world and one foot in the new. And then I have the Six of Pentacles repeated again. Because remember, we're using 4 decks of cards here. So again, in the recent past, here you are giving to two. Hermit, doing a lot of soul searching about this, but still not going deep enough or having enough clarity to decide which connection here you should end. And so with the Five of Wands, there's battles here. There's a battle of ego. There's a battle of wills. There could be a battle between these two people. They could feel like they're in competition if they're aware of one another. And then I have the Queen of Cups, which is the other entity here at play. So that's what I have for you in your recent past. Now, in the current situation, I have an Ace of Cups. I have the Lovers, which again talks about there being a choice. And then I have the Four of Cups. So I have an Aries here who, again, Five of Cups now is repeated in this other deck, feeling emotional lack with one relationship while finding the Ace of Cups with another. So existing in two connections. Seven of Cups meaning options and choices, and High Priestess meaning it's a secret. This is also you trying to go within and tap into your intuition. Again, still in this indecisive mode about which connection do I keep and which connection do I walk away from. And then I have the Lovers. The Lovers is clarified by the Star, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. It's this awareness, which I believe you've achieved from Hermit to the High Priestess. So this is now the absolute, we don't have the Ace of Swords, but I mean, the King is holding the Ace here, but it's the absolute honest reflection to yourself that I can't maintain both of these relationships ongoing for the long term. There's no way. A choice here needs to be made. A choice to move towards wish fulfillment and investing in one connection wholeheartedly, not the Six of Pentacles, but the 10, means breaking the heart of another individual here. So it's the Aries collective definitively knowing I can't continue to entertain both energies. Then I have that Four of Cups, which is repeated again. Four of Cups to the Magician, to the Seven of Pentacles, to the Nine of Cups. The Four of Cups goes back to being in this other connection, this long-term connection, which is not emotionally fulfilling. It's almost like you're trying to manifest a way out of a long-term connection so you can follow what you believe is your wish fulfillment in that Nine of Cups. Near future, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the World card. The Four of Wands, we have Temperance, Strength, and the Six of Cups. I feel like in the near future, you're making this decision to leave an individual. That's clearly the feeling that I'm getting here. And it's taking you a lot of strength and a lot of courage to do this. But I do see you walking away from that past long-standing connection. I think you're doing it in a very balanced way, but you're done alchemizing. In the After Tarot deck, Temperance is pouring out one of the cups. So whatever it is here that you had to figure out emotionally or spiritually or mentally, it's like you're coming to the realization you've tamed those voices within in that Five of Wands of not knowing what to do. You've tamed them, you've calmed them, and now you know exactly what you're doing. Three of Wands, clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the King of Swords. In the typical Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, whatever these are, the words escape me. I'm a Gemini, sorry, going through Mercury retrograde, whatever they are, whatever they are, they're usually sitting down. These are up and going, up and moving here. So now I have you seeing things with great clarity and moving away from one connection in the full pursuit of the other. Three of Wands, really looking out. You're holding, you know, typically in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the Three of Wands is someone waiting for their ship to come in. The ship is in your hand. So I feel like you have locked onto one connection and making the decisive decision to disembark or disengage from the other. I have the World card, the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. The World card is an ending. It is a completion. The Sun card tells me you are following your happiness. This individual that you feel is your Nine of Cups and your Ten of Pentacles. It's like, I want to invest in my happiness. In the Six of Pentacles, you're no longer giving to two, where we started off the reading with you giving to two. In the After Tarot deck, one of the individuals has left. And the Nine of Cups is now you chasing the wish fulfillment of this other connection. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, and we'll close it out with some kippers and oracle cards. And then ironically, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ten of Pentacles, to the Strength, to the Three of Cups, to the Nine of Cups. You can't make it up, to the Emperor, who's now firmly seated in his power. So I feel like you move into September, into the new relationship, and wrapping up whatever cycle here needs to be closed out with the existing long-term connection. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And just to go back to your current situation, we have Justice, Queen of Swords, to the Three of Swords. Again, I have a match here, King to the Queen of Swords, and that was the Queen of Swords here in the beginning. So I feel like you're healing the connection with this individual, because in your heart, you feel like it's the just and right thing to do. So I don't know what happened here. Maybe one relationship ended, but you continued with the marriage or the long-term connection. That's possible. Again, that's in the past. But currently, you're healing the connection with that Queen of Swords. And it looks like you're ending August, moving towards ending a connection with the Queen of Cups. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here, please. 3 cards of advice here, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Empress. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers, to the Four of Swords again, to the Ten of Wands, to the Six of Pentacles. King of Swords to Queen of Swords. I mean, you can't make up the cards. I've used 5 decks now, so it's very repetitive message here coming through. So again, only take the messages if they fit to you, but the advice here is for you to follow your heart. If you notice the swords that typically plague the individual in the original 8 of Swords card in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the swords are behind, and what we see coming through is actually the heart. So your advice here is to follow your heart, even if that means a reduction maybe in resources, going from 10 of Pentacles to 5 in order to pursue the new, because that new is whomever it is here that you feel is your divine counterpart. Let's get some kippers now, and we'll close it out with oracle cards. So let's get 2 for each, please. The pathway just came out sideways. Yeah, I feel like you are on the precipice of a whole new journey when it comes to matters of the heart. Now, again, I definitely feel like this is geared more towards love, but take it how it resonates to you. 2 cards here for the past for Aries, please. Two cards for the current situation. And 2 cards here for the near future. That was the Coffin card. And the Thief card is on the side. So let me tell you the cards that came out. In the past, we had unexpected income came out on its side. And then we have the Thoughts card. So I feel like for some of you, there was this maybe going back and forth. Not sure if you should leave one for the other. Maybe it had something to do with money or resources. Especially, right, if you are intertwined. Your resources are intertwined with another. But I feel like whoever this other individual was, whether they're in your life or not, and I do believe that they were here in the past, quite prominently, they were still never far from your thoughts. Currently, we have marriage, and we have the distant horizons. So the distant horizons card for me in terms of timing is 3 to 6 months. So if this reading resonated for you, I feel like over the course of the next 3 to 6 months, the long-term relationship here appears to be coming to an end. We then have the Coffin card, and we have the Thief card. So I feel like this is coming to an end. It'll be a process, right, of 3 to 6 months, so it's not an immediate severance to this connection for most of you. Some of you could also feel like, I don't want to lose any more time with whomever this other individual is. You could be the mature woman. Maybe this person is the mature woman. We have mature woman, main male, and main female. This definitely to me feels like third party. And I hate to say out with the old and in with the new, but that's kind of the feeling, because I got main male, main female. This would be like the new love, and the mature woman, mature man here, I feel would be like the long established relationship here that appears to be that you are leaving behind. We'll get some oracle cards now for you. I know a lot of you ask sometimes what decks I'm using. This particular one is the Yin Yang Oracle deck. It's by Lilith Designs, and I found it on Etsy. Okay. Let's get 1 card here for the past. 1 card here for the past for Aries. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we've got Moon. Yeah, this was secrets here. We have chemistry and we have nurture. So I do believe that you are nurturing one connection, probably the long-term connection, but yet finding this magnetic attraction or chemistry with another individual here. And it's mutual, as the card indicates, feeling drawn to someone. 1 card here for the current situation here for Aries. 1 more shuffle here. Thank you. The current situation, we have masculine energy, yang. Whether you're masculine or feminine, remember I had said you kind of go from the emperor, not knowing what to do, not really seated in your throne, in a position of power. That all changes. So I do believe that for a lot of you, whether you're masculine or feminine, this is you currently stepping into the role of the masculine energy. And the masculine energy, whether you're female or masculine, is someone who's very confident, they're very assured, they're loyal to themselves, they're very logical. We see that with that King of Swords energy. They're protective, they're very controlling of their future, and I think that's what's happening here. And 1 card here for the near future for Aries. 1 more shuffle here. Thank you. And we have North Node destiny. So I do believe that you're moving towards this wish fulfillment individual here that you feel you're destined to be with. At the bottom of the deck, we have distance. So perhaps there's some distance at this time between you and that individual. We'll get 3 more oracle cards for you. This is the Infinity Oracle deck. It's by Luna Sage Soul, and I do believe I found it on Etsy as well. 1 card here for the past, please, for Aries. 1 more shuffle here. Thank you. We have self-sabotage, which was probably what you were feeling you were doing by being torn in 2 different directions. And that's why here in the 5 of Cups, the only cup that's spilt over is yours. So it's like you weren't as happy as you could be, as you want to be, as you will be in the future, because that 9 of Cups goes from being a dream to being a reality, because your cup was the one that was spilt over. And I think that's what you're realizing, is it's self-sabotaging for you. So while some people might think it's Aries has their cake and eat it too, Aries wasn't really enjoying the cake, basically, is what it looks like. We then have inner strength, which is what the masculine energy here would need, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. We all have both, needing the inner strength to really sit into that, that throne of power to take control of our life. And I do see you doing that. And then in the near future, 1 more shuffle here. Thank you. We have hidden emotions. Yeah, I think you're moving towards the individual. Remember, we had that High Priestess card. I said maybe you had to hide this person, or this person was a secret or something like that. I feel like that's the person you're moving towards. Yeah, slow and steady. Well, that's what I have for you, Aries. That's a little snapshot between you and your person for the month of August. If it did not resonate at all, that's quite all right. Just check another placement. But clearly this message was intended for someone watching. So I hope it helps. I hope that it gives you some direction about where you've been, the process you're currently undergoing, and where you're headed in the near future. Keep in mind, though, you do have the divine gifts of free will. That's what I have for you, my love. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.